greetings first from our director, Direk.
Hi, thanks for coming, even the bad weather.
It's already good weather.
Yeah, it's better. Thanks to Sierra Madre.
Is that your song? You're singing that song, no?
Yes.
The one that.
Yeah, the one
Very
with
nice.
the theme song. Lunchtime.
What is it called?
Shade of my shadow.
Shade of my shadow.
Like the shadow has many different shades.
Qymira, sorry. Go ahead, Tita.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Please feel free to share your
If
question.
we've pronounced it correctly, it's Qymira.
It's Qymira.
Qymira.
Sorry, it's a little bit
Oh,
complicated.
no, it's alright. So, where did the name come from? The mono.
I've always been very fascinated by Greek mythology, Greek stories, ancient stories, and it's actually the story of a beast. The beast is called Qymira, but it was spelled Chimera, and it's actually an animal that's got a lion's head and then snake and goat. So it's actually three animals in one. And so I feel that all of us, all humans, are a bit of a chimera. We are never one thing. We're always, different things at the same time. But I think that we should embrace the different sides of us, and especially as an artist or in the entertainment industry, where we're in music or movies or fashion or anything, you're just basically letting the different sides of you shine. Yeah, that's
So
why.
Qymira is a screen name.
Yes, it's a
What
screen
is your
name.
real name?
Leslie.
Leslie.
Yes. Much more common. It actually means grey castle in Scottish.
Okay.
How did you start? You started as a singer, right?
Yes.
So how and when?
So I guess I actually started in piano and violin when I was 3 years old.
Really?
My mom was a piano teacher, and that's why all of us, we all had to pick up something, my sisters and brother, and in a Chinese family, very traditional. I was the youngest one, so it's kind of like following their footsteps. And so I just learned piano, violin, and then later on when I went to England, solo singing as a soprano, classical soprano.
What age?
When I was, I took up solo singing as a classical soprano at the age of maybe 15. Yeah, so, and then later on made the so-called transition into pop music because you use a different way of singing. And that was only because by chance I was playing the violin in a Hong Kong Coliseum for a pop singer, playing the violin, and then a British manager got in contact when I went back to England, and I did R&B in England. And then just so happened everything went really well, and then the songs, were well received. And then I went from there to the LA, and then also to Brazil, and then now going back to England as well. So my world has been in music, but through chance or by opportunity, I was in a couple of movies before, and a TV series when I was in LA. But then my mum got sick, so I took a long hiatus. So now I'm very thankful to direct Pedring because it's like homecoming, coming home to back to what I love.
How did you get started? This collaboration.
I actually did a music video for her for the UK last year. So when we were doing the video, and I had this script before, so I went to this year.
Yes.
Hong Kong Film Art. I went to her, we met, then I pitched the idea, and she liked it. So now we finished the film. So,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Paano ka nakuha sa music video?
Sunny, which is my fight director, is also from LA, and my family is from LA. So Sunny and me, Sunny did most of my films. All my action sequences is Sunny. So Sunny and her goes way back. So Sunny introduced me to her. So then when we were talking, I really because my background is music videos. I did before going into film, I was doing commercials, music videos. I did River Maya, mostly rock bands. So I did almost most of the big bands. Then when I had a chance to do the music video, when I was in hiatus doing cell block, I said, okay, I need a break from cell block, because cell block I was doing it for about a year and a half. So I wanted a real break. So after that, then when we talked, she pitched the idea, I pitched some of the idea, then we merged the idea. So I think it's coming out next year
Yes, it's
in the UK. Yeah.
so excited because the music video, the song is called Labyrinth of Life. And actually the song itself went to number 5 in the UK charts already. And the video will be coming out after Shadow Transit,
Yeah.
after the movie. So we are very excited to present first the movie, then the music video of the movie, and then Labyrinth of Life. And because I have a tour in the UK, so all of our work will be promoted there as well.
Direct,
The film started production in July, is that correct?
Yeah, we prep actually was July. I actually deliberately I wanted to shoot during the rainy season because the entire film I wanted to capture that Manila when it's wet, and
Yeah.
95% of the film was shot at night. So that was difficulty of what we're doing, and that's our first film. Like first foray into like full-fledged action film, shooting at night, shooting in the Philippines, real sets.
Yeah.
We shot 3 days in the red light district.
Yeah.
So Poblacion,
Yeah.
Burgos.
Uh-oh.
So it's fun, and Yoshi, one of the actors, is also just came from Bullet Train. So after Bullet Train, he joined us in this film. So it's actually a good mix of Filipino crew, then all foreign artists, like the main lead. Then si Casey then is a film act. So that was the dynamic.
Qymira, when did you arrive here to prepare for the film, and how's your experience so far? The unfiltered ones, okay. So how's the entire experience shooting for Shadow Transit?
First of all, with me, you only get unfiltered. I think it actually has been, and I really am, from the bottom of my heart, I've had such an amazing time. I came here following, I did an awards, went to an awards ceremony in France, and I thought, oh, everything is going well. It was for a jewelry brand. But then until I got here, that was for me the highlight of everything, because we arrived, or I arrived, and then straight into production,
Yeah,
all
straight to
the
prep.
everything, and then it has been non-stop for about 2
2
months.
months. Yeah.
2 months, and the 2 months, even though it was hard because it was night shoots, but during the day you prep for what you're going to work on at night. But because I always said to direct, from Labyrinth of Life days when we were doing the music video, we were working together with a team that was like a family.
Yeah.
So it really wasn't like working with strangers that you didn't know. That's part of the reason why, one of the biggest reasons why I love being here in the Philippines, because everyone is more than warm. Actually, it's like working with your family every day, but working on a project that you can see. It's not just action, it's actually got heart, it's got human elements, and every day you're with people that you can hang out with. And so it's like, I feel like an anticlimax when after the whole thing is done, and now it's promotion phase.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see still some of the team here. So yeah, I look forward to more working with directors.
And this one is for the book, since this is your first film ever.
Actually, this is it's my first feature film in a leading role. So I'm very grateful for that. Before I was in an English film produced by an Italian company, and shot in Hong Kong, English language as well, called The Counting House. But this one, Shadow Transit, is my first film as Qymira, after I have rebranded as Qymira, because before I was using my real name, and also a TV series before that was from LA. So the reason why I always loved, for me this is very special, movies, is because ever since I had the opportunities before to act, it's very different from my life in music. because you get to play characters that maybe you can relate to, maybe you don't, but either way, you actually dive into these characters and make it, you live it, you know, and that's something very different from, you know, writing your own music and expressing yourself.
What were the most difficult stunts that you?
The stunts here in this movie, actually, I've been lucky.
I think everything was
Everything in a way was difficult, but we had actually such an amazing stunt team, and also on top of that, one of my best friends, Sunny Seasong, who is also our fellow producer, who cannot be here with us, is the action director. So we trained together in LA in martial arts. So he knew what I could do, and you know, and so it's very much of a collaborative experience. But either way though, because I found most difficult in the sense that this movie, the action is more about survival.
Yeah.
So it's not your choreographed martial arts, you know, everything is posed and, you know, composed like very pretty. When it comes to survival, it's very gritty, and you know, it's almost like you gotta just go for the danger and don't worry about, you know, anything. I think the last scene was the most difficult.
Yeah, the last fight scene was in Clark, so we closed down the old airport, so that's the last scene, and we were literally shooting on a typhoon. There's a typhoon happening, and we were shooting, but that was the element that made that action sequence really nice, because we shot it for 2 days.
Yeah.
That action sequence, so I think that was difficult because that's about 100 extras, and you have 2 fight scenes, one with Joshi and one with you, so different times. So we were shooting that in the 2 days. So I think that was the most difficult.
What does
And in
the
the rain as well.
And the rain. Yeah.
What does the film say about Manila?
I think Manila, in a way, the whole concept was I was drawn, because Manila is the city that never sleeps, really, and it's beautiful and it's chaotic. So I wanted to show that in a way that you can see the ugliness of Manila, but you can also see it's really beautiful inside.
Yeah.
So that's how that's how I photographed it. That's why at night, if you get the chance to see the film, we had really nice drone shots of Manila, Makati area. The cinematography by Noel was so beautiful.
Oh, yes,
We were
yeah.
shooting low light. I wanted to really capture the whole city at night. So there's a lot of like wide shots of the city. We shot in Makati, Manila, and also Esplanade. So we shot there. So we were fortunate to be able to shoot there with all the people there. So
I understand this is your first English language.
yeah.
So
So
was it an easy decision to say yes on this one?
well, actually, like after Cell Block, I wanted really to make a smaller personal film. So this is that film. And this is actually a jump off point to another bigger film I'm doing in the UK next year. So in a way, the English language film is the trajectory I want to go. I want to shoot in Manila, I want to shoot in Southeast Asia, but I want to shoot more films that you can capture universally and feature the Philippines or feature our culture, but also feature it for the world. So that's I think what my trajectory as a director and as a producer, that's my next few projects would
But
be.
is this the first time for you participating in a film festival?
Yes. Oh no, I did the MMFF.
Okay.
Yeah, we that was with Nila lang.
Mhm.
We won 5 awards there.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was 2015, I think. That was my first. After MMFF, napasok kasi kami. So I said, no more festivals.
No more?
Because like me and Matty, our film, we won most of the awards. Then we were pulled out after 2 days. So we were like Matty and me when we were talking. Like we won most of the awards, but at the same time we were. Yeah. So well, in a way, yeah. Because we pulled heart and soul on that film, and that film won 28 awards worldwide. I won Best Director in Spain also. Then here, the support wasn't there. But yeah, that. After that, I did a couple of other films. Then I did the one with Netflix. Then Cell Block, the series. Then this.
You used to do action.
Horror
movies.
Yeah, well, my
action na.
yeah, my genre really is horror and action. So I started like independent. I did like a small independent feature with Cabral and Joanne Bascon. So I did that. That's now in Prime. So I did that small one. Then from there, I did a couple of other like for Viva, like smaller independent horror. But really, my first love really is 80s action. That's why when I did Nilalang, that's a hybrid action horror. Then this was totally different from what I done before because this is more heart. It's more relationships of the character. The action is there, but it's really about two people finding each other in a neon-drenched city. So that's the elevator pitch.
Pero Direk, what is your approach to working with a diverse cast and crew?
Yeah. Well, for me, it's really. I think it's really no different. I think the only difference is my cast was with me the whole time. Unlike if I have a cast here, I get to fight for my days. Kasi di ba they have other projects. With foreign actors, I think most of the time, if you have like a 2-month schedule, then they're with on that. So it's more their characters are more ingrained on the film. So
Qymira.
Where are you based?
here.
In
My family
Philippines.
is here. So so we chose like me and my wife. My wife is my producer also. But we chose to like my family kasi is in the US. So I chose to be based in Asia in the Philippines.
So just to backtrack a bit, the story is yours.
Yeah, it's mine. I wrote it, I directed it, but like the characters, how we develop the characters is with my actors.
With your actors.
So with Leslie, she co-developed that character. That's why like most of the characters, if you watch them on screen, they own that
Their characters.
character.
I think that's the direction that our producers really do want to take to go international, and that means collaborating. So
Yeah.
if you could just share with us how the collaboration came to be. Did you bring your story to? I believe you have a Canadian.
Yeah, we
counterpart, and then you
yeah.
have-
So it's a co-production between the Philippines, which is my banner, Black Ops. So we normally do my films, and I'm actually producing some smaller ones now that we think we can sell outside. So and Act 3, which is a Hong Kong-based company. So Act 3, Black Ops, and APL is also one of the partners, and they are also the sales company and the distribution company. They're a Canadian-based company, but their office is in the US. So right now, as we speak, they're actually in AFM. So they're showing this to buyers also.
Qymira, what was the most difficult part in filming?
I think it's inhabiting Celeste, the character. Because of course the action is gritty, the setting and everything can be gritty, and even the location may be hard to film in. But I think living her, breathing her, living her for 2 months, she's a broken character. So in order to bring her to life, you have to not be afraid to strip away Leslie or strip away Qymira. You have to be her, Celeste. Yeah. So I think living her, breathing her, because she was in such a dark place, we start the story with her grieving. So right off the bat, you are letting everybody see that, that angst inside, that fear, that pain. And then it's about how her mental state unfolded in this city. And so it's all, I call it a contrast of vulnerability with strength at the same time, because the action, as I was saying, is survival. So from that to her rebirth of, okay, she's put it all away, put it down, she has come to the realization that, okay, life starts again. So this whole journey was actually quite painful So
Yeah.
in some sense, I was bringing Leslie to the table.
You were running all over the place. Did you hurt yourself along the way?
I didn't.
A few stunts. Yeah.
Only one stunt.
I remember during the Binondo
Yes, the
scenes,
Binondo
you were
scene.
already sick because we were shooting
Oh.
raining at night, and you were already getting
I was getting a flu.
flu. Yeah.
Yes.
When we were shooting,
Yeah.
but it helped the character.
It helped, yeah.
I think how I approach the characters is we did a lot of improv. So I have the script, then we would talk, we'll rehearse the script. But I wanted my characters, their characters, to be able to bring out the character more by they're okay changing the script as long as it's on the level that I wanted. But I think it helped the characters be more grounded, especially on this because one, it's my first English language, and two, it's my first, in a way, more emotional film.
Yeah. Very
So
emotional.
yeah.
How was it like working with you?
Oh, it was great. It was
Yeah.
fun. Because I think we have very similar work ethics in a way. In that we take things seriously, but we don't take ourselves too seriously. So when we get together, there is a real banter going on, a lot of banter. But because there is action as well as emotional connection in the story, so you must be really prepared. And he was very generous, prepared, and also, we did a lot of improvisation. So that meant
And
that
a lot of rehearsals.
A lot of,
rehearsals before
like-
we shot.
just us bouncing off of each other, and you have to have that trust before you can develop your own dialogue.
He's very good looking on screen. Personally, how
Oh,
would you describe him?
he's good looking in real life too.
What's the
I
idea?
wish I had his body.
What's the idea behind getting an Indonesian actor to play a role in this?
Like I wanted someone that really can do the stunts.
Oh.
My problem with I tried looking for someone here in the Philippines, but my problem is there's really no more action stars in the Philippines. Really, there's no one that can do
Stunts.
actual stunts, actual fights. And Yoshi actually does stunts with 8711. He did Bullet Train with Brad Pitt. He was really out there. So I already knew him before. So when I pitched the idea, maybe you can come, because I also have another project in Indonesia that we're developing. So when we met, I pitched the idea, and he liked the idea, and I like the idea of like two expats in Manila, in the
Yeah,
Philippines,
yeah.
different cultures,
Uh-oh.
and you have a different city, and the city also is the character. So I think that made the film so special also.
So how would you describe the chemistry of Yoshi and
It's good. Every film, basically the lead actress and the lead actor should the chemistry, because if they didn't have chemistry, then that would be the main problem. But like day one, they had that, and also before we even shot the first frame, is we had weeks of rehearsals, workshops. So we had them really just talk to each other. So just build that rapport. So I think that's for me, my learning doing this film is like, I think that's so important, like for actors to have that workshop, which I normally don't have locally.
And
Yeah.
like Direct said, Manila is a character in itself.
Yes.
Without giving away too much, how did Manila contribute to that rebirth of Celeste? And also, when you are working here, what does Manila do for you as an artist in the environment?
Yeah, so I think I will answer in two separate steps. How does it do for Celeste in terms of rebirth? I think a lot of expats or people in general, they come to Manila, and most of the time they may come for a holiday. But most of the time they end up feeling some sense of belonging to the place. And that goes to two things. That goes to, I call, not just the people, but the spirit of Manila, of not just Manila, but the Philippines. It has a very warm, it's warm glow around the people, because you also are everywhere in the world. So when people expats, for example, like Celeste, comes to Manila, for starters, they may not know. Okay, I'm not sure it's an in transit. She's just here for one day, maybe. But somehow, no matter what character you are, you're lost, you're broken, you're happy, you're on holiday, you find a piece of you in the belonging in the Philippines because of the people and also because of the place. So for me as Leslie or Qymira and for Celeste, it's almost one and the same. I find myself coming here all the time.
More.
Yeah, more and
You
more. And
do
it-
have a connection to the Philippines
I
from the
do.
last time I know.
Yes, because I have a foundation that's called One Gaia Foundation that tries to help children in need, and it's in the Philippines. So, and that actually goes to your question of rebirth, right? Through interacting with local characters, you find yourself. And so, with the One Gaia Foundation, I'm supposed to be helping or trying to work with children in need, right? So it's, for example, PWDs in Mindanao, children with cancer in Cebu, ITIS communities, and also a lot of the children in Bohol that were, for example, battered by Typhoon Odette and, all over the place. So you think you're helping them, but actually in turn, it's them helping you. It's really like, for me, I can say so much about them because it's them that actually became a part of me wherever I went in the end. So Celeste might have left in the story, but she brings a part of the country with her, the spirit with her, and that's really important to show in her character. And that goes to the second part of your question, which is how do I find as an artist working here? You have everything in this country because, in terms of people, the talent, but what I was saying about the family, the spirit, I've never worked anywhere in the world that actually has that, makes you feel like you want to go to work because, you're working with people that are creative, talented, resourceful, and it's cost efficient, which means you get a lot of work done. You can expand your creativity very far. And then in terms of the foundation, because there are always going to be more needs than there are help offered. So, I feel like it's like a
Thank you
second.
for all those good words about the Philippines and for doing a lot of good work. So
I just
while you're
try my best. I know
So
people,
great.
oh, you're welcome, because
you-
it's actually, sorry.
Why you do it?
Because I actually have a lot of friends that are from the Philippines, in Hong Kong, in the UK, and in LA. So my own friends, yeah.
What's the name of your foundation again?
One Gaia,
One-
GAIA, which means
Earth.
one world, one Earth, yeah. So it started because in Hong Kong I had some friends from the Philippines, from Bohol, and they were telling me about their communities and also because of Typhoon Odette, and also the connections with the children in Cebu, in Everlasting Hope. And I found that these children didn't even have any beds or anything, no mattresses to sleep on. So it started from there, and then that's why the Philippines, because I feel charity starts from home, and whoever it is that's around you, you learn their stories, I'm sure if my friends were African, it may be a different story, but my friends were Filipino. So that's why it brought me home. back
Just for
here.
context, she did release a song in Filipino.
So
Yes.
yeah, he was telling me.
Yes, yes,
That
Paul.
thanking the Filipinos for
She's Filipino at heart.
yeah,
What's the
yes.
title?
The
Oh.
title is Maraming Salamat.
Oh, yeah.
Have you visited Cebu after the earthquake and the
Not
typhoon?
had a
recent-
chance yet. I have called them because I still work with them, with the children who are either survivors of cancer or in that cancer center. They are okay, thankfully. But it's very sad because unfortunately your beautiful country is always hit by natural disasters.
Earthquake,
Yes.
typhoon.
Yeah.
What is how emotionally connected are your characters in the film? Yoshi and the
Very,
character.
very, very, almost like in one. That's why I think direct probably noticed that it didn't take me much to cry
Yeah.
in the
When we were doing
character.
some of the scenes.
Yeah, because Celeste is a broken character who tries to
And
pick
Yoshi's
herself
name
up.
is what in the movie?
Celeste.
Celeste.
Yoshi's name.
Yoshi is Kai.
Kai.
Yeah.
So I think in the film, like most of the characters are, I'm really drawn to broken characters
Mhm.
because I think that's where you find the honesty, the humanity in the people. So in all the characters, like there's no good guys in the film. All of them are bad guys, well, except Celeste because she came here. But it's more she's also broken.
Yeah.
Kai is also broken,
Yeah.
and the whole Kai's relationship with the other actors, that's also like in a way a broken relationship.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I draw my inspiration because not everyone is a superhero,
Yeah.
but they try. But all of them believe that what they're doing
What
is
does the title mean?
shadow. It's because it's shadow transit is because Celeste is she's in transit in Manila, and shadow is the shadowy underworld of Manila. In the film, there's also cartels, there's also drugs, there's also the
The underbelly of
yeah, the
underground.
underbelly of Manila. But
Mhm.
at the same time, you see the beauty of Manila.
Yes.
So,
What are your favorite places in the Philippines?
Oh, so many.
poblasyon.
So many poblations.
Poblacion.
I find myself actually spending most time in Poblacion, only because where we were filming, right?
Yeah. But
our-
other than Poblacion,
in the entire
Philippines, yeah, that
I-
you've been to.
I actually spend a lot of time with the foundation, One Gaia. So my favorite places are really with the children that I have worked with. I've been very honored to work with because I went to my first place doing the foundation's work was Bataan, and it was in the mountains. And so I didn't see that part of the Philippines. You know, obviously before you may go on holiday in Cebu or somewhere like that. But after Bataan, it led me to actually do a lot of work in, for example, Mindanao and Pampanga, Cebu, and some of the
Bohol.
Kandihay and Bohol.
We even had like the music video I did for Qymira. We had like 3 Aita kids
Yes.
in the music video. So
Yeah. Because they came
So
from Pampanga.
you've never been to like Boracay? Or,
Yes,
Ah,
I
you've
have.
been there.
Yes.
So how do you?
So holiday-wise, I love Cebu, Boracay, and actually these are my and
Palawan.
somewhere in Palawan. Yes, but that
Coron.
was like close to there, but very long time ago. So the closest one was Boracay and Cebu.
But then, for all the grit, darkness, action, and shadow transit, will Celeste and Kai share who loves kids?
you have to watch the
May last scene ba?
And sorry, Mel is just I think we need to show you the music video first.
Okay.
Then we'll continue with the.
Okay.
This is the.
How did you prepare?
I think I had very good action director
Yeah.
with
Sunny.
Sunny Season.
Also, Sunny and Yoshi used to be because Yoshi also did. Remember Power Rangers.
Yes.
And Sunny used to be Power Rangers in LA. That's why they met. So
Yeah.
And then, after Shadow Transit, would you consider doing more action movies?
I would love to.
we're actually talking about another one.
Yes, yeah.
So,
I would love to.
yeah.
We're talking about
About it.
the next one.
And after Q Cinema, other plans?
we're-
Still other festivals?
We're waiting for some of the festivals in Europe, so we might bring this there also. And also in the UK.
How did Q Cinema discover your film?
Actually, I was talking to Ed, and they knew that I was shooting here. So when I reach out, hey, are you guys accepting? Because I wanna show the film in the Philippines because I'm Filipino director, and because the theatrical rollout would be Southeast Asia, and I still don't know if I would have a distributor in the Philippines. So I wanted to show even just the premiere. But Q Cinema they actually asked for another screening. So we're screening twice, the gala and on a Sunday as
The
well.
world premiere is here.
Asia
Asia.
premiere.
Asia.
Yeah, then we'll have a European premiere. The world premiere might be in Hong Kong.
Oh, okay.
So,
Direct kasali kayo sa awards night.
no, kasi if it's a select kami, we're not,
Select.
Exhibition.
yeah, it's exhibition now. We're not in competition.
Sayang.
All of your actors are coming to the Philippines, right?
For the gala.
For the Yoshi kasi,
Yoshi is your
si Casey, si Sanya, Casey's coming back kasi nasa US. But he's coming back. Sanya is here. Tanyo is here. Then Les would be coming back from the US with Sunny. But Yoshi kasi, diba?
You have to go to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Qymira, what's your Leslie before? What's your full screening before?
Leslie Lowe.
L-O.
L-O-H. Leslie Lowe.
L-O-H.
Were you, aside from having the flu during the fight scenes, were you hurt physically in some of the scenes?
No, actually, I wasn't hurt, but 1 month before the movie,
Yeah.
I had a medical procedure, and so during the stunt, I was still
Very careful.
recovering. So, but sometimes when you do stunt, you cannot really reserve yourself. You have to just go for it. And so there, I hurt a little bit,
Yeah.
but
Because-
it's okay.
Like if you see most of the stunts, because I'm really, I don't want to cut. Like I'm not a cutty director when in terms of stunts. So normally I do long takes on fights. So sometimes I need my actor to really do the stunts.
Yeah.
But we have a double for her. If it's a really difficult stunt, then we have the
Yeah.
double. But most of the scenes there
Yeah.
in the stairs, that's her and that's Yoshi.
Yeah.
So
All in all, how many times have you been to the Philippines? When was the first time?
Oh, first time.
Welcome.
First time, I have lost count, but I remember my first time was to Manila. I think I was 5 years old. Yeah, with my family.
And then as an actress, when was your first time here
To work.
as an actress?
As an actress this time.
this time.
Yes,
This time.
as an
And
actress.
last year as a singer.
As a singer and also for the foundation's work.
Direct, sorry, you know that the reason probably why you say that we don't have as many action stars nowadays is because it's very different. It's very expensive to produce an
Yes,
action.
it is.
Can we assume that because there are 3 countries funding this wonderful movie that the budget
Well,
is actually
we're still considered independent.
Oh, okay.
In the US we're independent. Pero here I think we have a really good budget if you compare it to what would I normally have a budget in Manila. So we shot 21 days.
Oh.
So we shot 21 days, full crew. No, we had a small crew, but we had a lot of extras because I always like the locations or the set to be alive, like poblacion. So obviously we can't really close it, but we had to put a lot of people there as well.
In the market area.
We had to close the market. We had to close the airport. So that's
So you were happy with
well, I abandoned more days. I didn't have more money.
Direct kayo yung Maria ni Christine, di ba?
Yeah.
Ala Christine din ba si
Yeah. Yeah.
sa Shadow Chance?
Yeah.
Ganun ka,
Well, yeah. There's fights there that she fought 2 guys. In between the fight that's the fight in the rain in the airport. So, yeah.
When
you know
think-
any local celebrities or actors?
I know more singers than actors.
Like who?
Chris Lawrence.
Oh,
I
singer.
worked with Chris Lawrence.
Oh, where?
Billy Crawford.
You work also with Billy?
Yes, before.
On what?
They sing it then.
Actually, Billy Crawford and myself toured together in the UK years ago. So we reconnected back in the Philippines, and he came to sing with me in the Wangaya Foundation for the children. And then Chris also joined. And because they're like soul brothers, right?
Ah, yes.
So it was very nice. Also with JR. JR couldn't come because he was in the States. So it was very nice to work with them, and to also for the benefit of these children.
So you really have Filipino connection.
Filipino heart.
Filipino blood.
When the film goes abroad, how will it be presented? Will you call it a Filipino film or an international? What is it going to be like?
Like I think the distributors are calling it a Southeast Asian
Asian
action
action.
thriller, but also highlighting me as a Filipino director and a Filipino crew, Filipino cinematographer. It's like the entire crew is Filipino.
Yeah.
So the
Qymira, how is here in the Philippines, social media is very, very big. How about in Hong Kong or in the UK? How does it affect you as a celebrity?
I think nowadays everyone is on social media a lot. In Hong Kong, we have the same like Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and all that, but we don't have TikTok. That's banned in Hong Kong.
That's fine.
Yeah.
China does not allow it.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why in Hong Kong we just use other social media that is available, like Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. And in the UK also the same. And I think with social media these days, it allows you to be more accessible to your audience. And you don't have to wait for the movie to come out to explain. You can actually, connect with your audience. And I think I like that aspect of social media.
How active are you in social media?
I would say half-half. Because I would love to be more involved in social media, but because of the schedule that I have between music and now movies and the different things, it's hard because you have to, as you know, social media, you have to post constantly and create the reels and all of that in order to promote. So I'm half-half.
How about bashers? Do you have bashers?
no, I don't think she still has that.
You don't.
Not yet.
Like,
Not yet.
people criticizing you, saying bad things
Oh,
about
bashers.
you.
Haters.
Not a lot.
I am actually very fortunate. I haven't
Yeah.
experienced.
She is a virgin with bashers.
Unlike you, the Philippine celebrities are always bashed, bad things are said about them. So you haven't experienced that.
Not yet. Not yet.
Congratulations.
I've been very lucky. I just haven't. I don't know. Maybe there are, and I'm not aware of it. Maybe I'm very, very innocent, or I. But actually, to be honest, because I was in Brazil as well, and so on YouTube and all that, and so far I've read comments. You try not to read comments because you don't want to see anything negative. But I would say so far they have been very encouraging.
That's
So,
good.
fingers crossed. I really hope.
I just checked your Instagram and you were conducting and so your background's really classical music.
Yeah.
Wow.
In more piano, violin, and I've had the pleasure to work with members of the Philippine Philharmonic.
Oh.
That's
So
actually,
she also did together with Richard and Stephen. They did the score for the film. So,
Richard Taylor is the UK producer, my producer in the UK.
And the other one?
is Stephen, which is DJ Stilo, because the music we infuse that with hip hop, a lot of like the underground house music, and also some of the more classical music. So
On the top of your head, what's your favorite aria?
My favorite area
Yes.
of the,
any classical singer.
of any classical singers. Oh, I have to say one of my favorites, Lea Salon.
Oh.
She's a musical singer.
Really sleepy.
And when it comes to international, I would say I have actually singers that are my favorite, but they are not necessarily in the classical field. They can be in pop, in R&B. I love, for example, Alicia Keys as well, because she plays the piano, very soulful. I love Billie Eilish as well. And I think Ladino Rojas from your country, a wife of
Yeah.
Vinny Serrano,
Is
whom
she
I work
active
with.
still? I don't think.
She's singing and she's actually just had a duet with Chris Lawrence. Yeah, so
The season diva she was studying. So you were still a classical singer.
yeah.
Who were you idolizing then? Like,
Oh, actually, Sarah Brightman.
Oh,
I
wow.
like Sarah Brightman very much, and then I very much appreciated not just the female soprano like Katherine Jenkins,
Mhm.
alto singer, but I also like Charlotte Church.
Oh, yes.
Very angelic.
yes.
But then I also like some of the male singers, like, of course, Pavarotti
Yeah.
and Domingo,
Josh Groban.
yeah, Andrea
Enya
Bocelli.
is good. Enya. Diba? Classical.
Maybe we're down to the last 2 to 3 questions para later on you have one-on-one.
Direct po, how was it casting Casey Montero as the villain? And deliberate po ba na parang Filipino yung villain sa movie? Ano yung parang say na...
Like in the story kasi Casey's character, Sarin, and Yoshi's character, which is Kai, they grew up in the States of the US. They came back to the Philippines because they had problems in the US. So they had to come back. So Sarin's Sarin's family is in the cartel. So that's the whole story. But with Casey kasi I find him really good as a villain.
Yeah.
Like I worked with him in Maria,
Maria, yeah.
but this is, if you watch Maria and if you watch this, his character here is much more layered. It's different from what he did in Maria. I think he's more level up in terms of his acting, and he's more what do you call this, with Maria, it's difficult for him when I tell him to improv. Here, he loves doing the improv. So I think it helped him, and he matured as an actor. I think you guys would, if you watch the film, you'll be really surprised what Casey did.
And
as an
he's
actor.
more foreign looking than Filipino.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, he is. The dad is like an American.
Yeah.
The Filipina mom. So I think
Yeah.
that's it.
Direct, dito ba wala ka bang plano maghanap ulit ng female action star na Pinay?
After Christine Reyes.
Most of them, my problem really, most of them, like our studio system, most of them are signed with all the FIBA and ABS. So it's really difficult for me because especially I want co-productions with like different countries.
Yeah.
And I always tell this, like when I spoke to Viva about Maria too is still up in the air. And when I spoke to them, my problem is the Philippines is such a small place. Why can't we create our own actors and just go out? Like what Indonesia is doing now,
Yeah.
what Thailand is doing,
Yeah.
what Korea is doing. The Philippines is, we have really good actors. We have really good stories. Why are we really just contained in our backyard?
Yeah.
Well, we can offer much more. So I think that's where I'm coming from, is like bringing stories here, shooting here, and yeah, looking for the next the next female action star.
I think really made an impact.
Yeah, actually Maria, that was my calling card abroad. So that became like I met a lot of producers. That's how I funded most of my projects.
It did well pa.
It did well.
The
We
streaming and
we were number 4 for 3 weeks in the UK and Ireland. So the first non-English film. So also that's the reason why I got my next UK film, which is American actors, English actors, all English crew. I'm shooting in the UK because they saw Maria and they contacted me here. So that's also Ascendance. Deadline had a story before we shot. So they had a story na about I'm shooting that in Wales next year, next March. When we're premiering our film in March, I'll be shooting in the, and that's all American cast, all English cast, but they allowed me to bring my DP, my production design. It's gonna be a Filipino director, an Australian and British script. So Filipino director, Filipino DP, Filipino PD, and I'm bringing in my AD. So I have like 6 people from the Philippines that they agree that I can bring, and I put that on the contract. I need to bring my AD. So I think that's the first film that are shot by Filipinos but is not a Filipino film. So,
How about yung cell block na yun?
Cell Block, because Cell Block we shot it for about a year. Yes. So it's now done. It's finished. It's in post. They're actually dubbing it into English and Spanish in the US.
When is the release?
North America muna next year. That's North America, then Latin America. That's why the series. That's an 8 episode. It was supposed to be with Prime. Pero remember last year ba or this year when they fired everyone. So most of the contracts that we had a contract na with that. So we had to talk to a different distributor. Good thing, Blue Fox, the LA distributor, they're an independent. They actually took the series, and now they're dubbing it, and hopefully it also gets shown in the Philippines. Hopefully.
Question from me. I just going back to what you said that we have so many talented actors and stories. We should go out, but I think what we keep hearing is that the movies that we make here, the sensibilities, maybe the story itself or how it's presented, it doesn't seem to like work when you but so what?
But Maria is a Filipino film, pero the sensibilities, like a lot of like Americans like it. Like I have more bashers in the Philippines than in the US.
Sure.
I have more fans abroad than the US.
So
I
what
think it's
is it? What is missing?
What's the problem?
Yeah,
What's
what's
the
the
formula
problem?
that we
What's
need?
the
no, that's it. Because everyone is just wanted to follow the formula.
so don't
Don't follow-
shouldn't follow up.
Yeah, it should be more, and also the filmmakers should be given more freedom to do what they want. Because even when I was doing Diva, when I was doing, you can only do this, or you cannot do this because it, and also they're hyper local, meaning they only targeting the local audience. What I want, especially with Shadow Transit, it translates to it's a global story, just shot in the Philippines by a Filipino crew. So the sensibilities is there, and we can. Yeah, I think we can. Yeah.
Just don't stick to
Parang
our-
making Filipino films for the world.
Yes, not making Filipino films for just Filipinos. Di ba, Koreans, they do Korean films, Korean language, but for the world, not just for the Korean. So I think that it should be universal. So any actor, any actress, you can shoot in the Philippines, di ba? Any nationality can shoot in the Philippines, like what other countries. Like, di ba, Indonesia is doing it now.
Did you see the biggest feature that we can tackle some, we can develop or even tackle Parasite of Korea?
I'm not sure. We can, because
We can,
yeah.
right?
That's stars.
Well, I hope our entry to Oscars. Di ba we have an entry, but it's a Magellan, but it's a Spanish film.
It's not going to make it.
Is it? No?
Hindi yun.
Wow, fearless.
That's not the type of that's not the type of film.
And
that-
also I think we should also concentrate on genre.
Well,
Di ba? Kasi the Philippines during the 80s were the like Sirio Santiago, like a lot of the American producers were doing action in the Philippines during the 80s. And even Quentin Tarantino said his favorite director was Sirio Santiago during the 80s. So what happened, di ba? So we came to a point that the Philippines were good during the 80s, then it slowly went down. And now, imagine the rate, di ba? And the classic example, the rate from Indonesia, Iko was just driving a taxi and doing stunts. Now, Iko is commanding 1 million per film, US. And that's Indonesians. Why can't we do it as a country? Our actors should be looking outside, not looking. They shouldn't be. I want to be famous in the Philippines. I want to be famous Southeast Asia
just like
or
what Robin
Asia.
Williams is doing.
Diba? Yeah. We can. Jericho can. Jericho so big in Malaysia. He's big in Africa. Diba? So
But he has
there's
to have, but he has to stay there
No, he can stay in the Philippines, do a film here, but it should be distributed outside.
And it also has a good publicity.
Yes. The press.
The press.
Marketing.
We need help from the press also.
Especially.
Yeah, especially going out.
Yeah.
Natin test, so it's your chance. Direct you should audition them para sa next year. Mga kasi sila sa series pero di pa pinapalabas yun.
Hindi na pinalabas.
Hindi na pinalabas.
Oo, iba.
Okay, last question na po, last question.
We're good.
Hindi siya makaget over na
Kung wala na pong questions from the press, direct invite the public and Miss Qymira for your showing.
Qymira.
Qymira, sorry,
Qymira.
Qymira. For the showing of Shadow Transit in Q Cinema.
No, I'm just honored that our little film is showing in Q Cinema. So I hope like we only have 2 screening, which will you guys were the first to see the trailer. We're gonna up the trailer later, and I hope a lot of people go out and see it and support most of the Filipino films there as well.
So for me, I feel deeply honored to be a part of this project with Direct, and also I would say Direct's family, because as I said, the whole team is like family also to me at the moment. So it's a real honor to be here in the Philippines because of talent and because we really have a great film. It may be a low budget movie or independent movie or however you want to call it, but at the end of the day, I think it's a universal story that I think I really would love for the world to see what we have done. And starting with Q Cinema, I think we have a good chance to put it on a platform that will be seen globally, and hope everybody will enjoy it. And it's our, it's our team's baby.
It doesn't
So-
look like a small film.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
According to the
Not at all.
regular standards, it's a
Oh.
big budget.
Yeah.
For us, it's major.
Well, we hope that it will,
We hope that we can bring in more bigger projects here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good luck, Direct,
Yeah.
for everything you're doing up there, showing what we've got.
Yeah.
you have
No, and
really
we'd
a
also
country of
we'd also
talent.
like to thank Qymira for
Yeah.
doing charitable
Yes,
work
yes.
in the
Thank you so
Philippines.
much for-
Thank especially for the children.
Make it
Um,
to second
I
home.
try
Thank
my
you.
best, and hopefully, actually, that's the whole idea for these children, because you have so much talent in your country.
Yeah.
These talents that normally don't have opportunities, it's just one step at a time. Hopefully, they also get to shine.
Yeah.
Game of time as another type.